So Simply Shelli here. I just thought I would share my personal save file. I've been working on this save file for quite a long time, since about 2018, I think. And I've really expanded it this time, so I thought I'd share it with you. This is the world of Willow Creek, and this will kind of give you a little bit of information about my save file. It's a verdant, sprawling region of lush bayous and rolling hills with a history as rich as its soil. Willow Creek is a diverse blend of rich tradition, understated grandeur, and true salt-of-the-earth hospitality. Yet, beneath the veneer of gentility, family rivalries and drama flow as deep as the Simoleon River. So I'll start off with Sage Estates, and I have done tours of Willow Creek before, so you can go back and look at that video if you're interested. So we have the Spencer Kim Lewis family, which you know about them, and then we also have the Goth Dreamer family. And then in Pendula View, this historical section of Willow Creek, the garden community, boasts large mansions and the cachet that comes with living in them. So here is the Goth family, and as you can see, the Goths are an aristocratic family with a dreary aura. Alexander has a secret that not even his sister Cassandra nor his parents know. His family doesn't know why he prefers to vacation in Tartosa, and that's how he wants to keep it. So this is this save file takes the lore from Sims 2 and Sims 3 and pops it into Sims 4. So I do have on my my blog, I have a whole history of my canon for the Sims. So it all centers around Alexander Goth. If you played Sims 3, you'll remember there was a book called Murder in Pleasant View, I think. I've watched what other content creators have said, what people have researched, and I've come to my own conclusion. So basically what happened was there were some things that went on in Pleasant View. And so Alexander, when he grew older, built a time travel machine, and he time traveled. So I have a whole story about that. It's called Alexander and the Time Machine on my blog. I'll have that linked below so you can find out further. But this is the continuation of what has happened. And so this is Sims 4, but it's set 9 years into the future from when the Sims released. So it's kind of 9 years on, which I think that makes sense. So we have the Goth household, the Goth family. And so, of course, Alexander is a teen. He's getting ready to go off to university. And this is the Pleasant family. And this, I'll read you the description. On the surface, Daniel and Mary Sue Pleasant seem to have the perfect life with successful careers. But is their love a flimsy facade? Their feuding twin daughters, Angela and Lilith, have graduated from university. Lilith has moved to San Myshuno with her boyfriend, Dirk Dreamer. Angela and her fiancé, Dustin Broke, have moved in until they find a place of their own. Angela has her heart set on a Tartosa wedding. Will a romantic vacation to Tartosa rekindle Daniel and Mary Sue's romance? So, and then Angela, and Dustin are going to be purchasing Hallow Slough here right across the street. And so this save file, as you'll see, has the traditional ones, and then also it is all full of townies. So they are townies that are the Sims, based on the Sims franchise, things that we have from the Sims 4, some of them from the Sims 3 and Sims 2 that relate to Sims 4, and also I have created, the townies that I've created are go around with the existing townies, if that makes any sense. So for example, we'll hop back to the Spencer Kim Lewis family. Okay, here's the breakdown. Dennis Kim and Lydia Spencer had a daughter named Alice Spencer Kim, then divorced. Alice married Eric Lewis and had her own little girl, Olivia Kim Lewis. They moved in with Eric's mom, Vivian Lewis, and her new husband, Jameson Hennessy's mansion. And then Alice's dad, Dennis, remember, moved into the den after his house burned down in a fire. Now, Dennis's ex is back in town and wants to be part of his daughter and granddaughter's lives. Hey, no one ever said family was easy. So in this, I have, we have Jameson Hennessy, for some reason in Mount Komorebi. He shouldn't be able to be there, but he is. And there's Dennis Kim, and we also have Lydia Spencer. So she is a townie in this world, and I have been working really hard. This is what I've been doing over the past several weeks, maybe month or so. It's probably been longer than that, is trying to bring in townies into Willow Creek, put the Sims in who are related, establish all the relationships with everyone. And so Lydia Spencer is a townie here in Willow Creek. She lives somewhere in Willow Creek. Here's Dante Lewis. So this is Eric Lewis's dad. So he met Vivian when they were just out of high school. They were an ill-matched pair to start with. But when Vivian told Dante they were expecting a baby, he gave her an ultimatum. She left for a new life in Willow Creek, and he hasn't seen her since. Dante still lives in San Myshuno, working as a charity organizer. Always charming, he spends his evenings at the karaoke bar charming the ladies. He plans to romance as many as he can for as long as he's able. He's a San Myshuno townie. So some of the funds are off a little bit, and it's not perfect. I did give people some makeovers, so you'll recognize definitely Father Winter. I gave him Clement Frost may look like a mild-mannered country gent, but he's also Father Winter. And then fine dining, I put them into regular clothes. So I just have Townie here. So they are all set up to be working in restaurants, hopefully. And so you'll recognize the Get Famous, and these are part of the 2018 Sims. So they didn't even have a relationship, I don't think, in the game. So I've given them a relationship, a little bit more backstory. And then if you remember the Petersons, from the Parenthood trailer, she's the single mom with the two brothers who don't get along. Well, here's their dad. It says, what was Hank thinking when he hooked up with Lucille? She was young and attractive. That's what he was thinking. When she told him they were expecting twins, he did the right thing and they married. Problem is, Hank hates kids and is a workaholic. Their marriage didn't last long. But even paying child support and sending gifts doesn't ease his guilt. So he focuses on work even more. He's a Willow Creek townie. So everybody has relationships. It is winter, or it's the beginning of spring. So I do have mods here. So we'll go ahead, and they're going to have a full welcome home package. So I have everything set up with certain mods. So anyway, this home is Rindle Rose, and I redid it for the Parenthood trailer. Because this is the family from the Parenthood. So everything here, all the lots that I have are just renovations of the existing Maxie's lots. This is Ned's home. You can see this is if you look at the trailer, it's winter right now. This is the home that he had in the trailer. And his cow plant is right there tucked away in the snow. The mods I have, so I have the Sims Link mod, I have MC Command Center, I have Carl's season settings, and let's see, and then I have UI cheats, and I have the mods that I have, or I have Frank's languages. I did put in basemental because I just want to add some of the features, have them available. I don't really I do use the alcohol. That's about it. But I put in the whole thing because I wanted to have like police and some of those things I thought might be kind of fun in some saves. I do have three Townie control mods, and I put in Wonderful Whims just to give some various things. I have Fashion Authority, and then I also have Lumpinau's all of her mods, and I think the attractiveness system. This is one of the reasons I put in Wonderful Whims. And then I have the memories, so you can see these are Lucille's milestones. She got a job, she kissed someone, had woohoo, was in a committed relationship, had children, got a divorce. So not everybody has memories or life milestones, and I'm a little bit concerned when the update happens, what will happen to my carefully curated things. And And I have a hobby mod and some things. So this kind of gives a little bit more depth to them, I think. So she's a slow learning parent. So we'll go into, here's Brantley, and we'll look in. So you can see that he actually has parents. It's his mother, and that's his father. And there's his brother. So his dad, you just see that. So I didn't go back a ton of generations. It was just a lot of work to do. Hank. So we'll open his Sim profile. So he's gloomy. He hates children. He's a genius. He's a computer engineer at Obscure Logistics. He has earned a distinguished degree in computer science with honors, and he graduated with an average rank. And so here's his relationships. So one time Lucille thinks that he's attractive. Their relationship's awkward. They're divorced, and they both use Simlish. And so let's see if the sentiments. I think the sentiments. It's been too long. So they did have sentiments about being bitter about divorce and some things, but that was when the sentiments first came out. I added those. So then he has lifestyles. He's a workaholic, indoorsy, and a techie. So not every townie has those, but quite a few do, which I think is kind of nice. This is Newcrest. It's somewhat changed from my Building Newcrest series. I do have Hogan's Burger Bar and Bowl, and so this is a suburb, and hopefully. Yes. Land Grab Development Corps welcomes you to Newcrest. With parks, shopping, and entertainment stops away thanks to the Sims Rapid Transit. This is the perfect suburb for today's modern families. Okay, well, this one is. Okay, so Avarice Acres Mansion, once home to the Uniflora family. This mansion is luxurious with a formal entry, music room, den, study, painting studio, formal living, dining, butler's kitchen, and a greenhouse. The second floor is a master suite and blah-bitty-blah. So there's a whole, sorry about the blah-bitty-blah, but there's a whole history of this. This is the original neighborhood here, and the country club was the original home, and so it's actually a park. But because there's this golf course back here, I wanted there to be a country club. And so in this household, you have, this is the Romeo family and Vintage Glamour stuff pack. So this is their mansion. You'll probably recognize the newbie family. Bob loves to lie around and read, still can't seem to clean up, still doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. Betty shocked everyone when she married Bob. After publishing the popular self-help book, Unleash the Gender Neutral Within, she moved her family to Newcrest. She doesn't miss the hustle-bustle of the big city. Rather, she finds the pace of town perfect for her brand of instructional tutelage and writing her next book. Sadly for her, daughter Brandy married a broke and is a widow. And yes, they still have Buddy. I thought I'd show you Tartosa, but this is the Pleasant Valley home. Let's see, so this is a key. It says, Tina Peregrine is practically perfect in every way. She is an advocate for children who have no families and cares for them until they find their forever home or graduate high school. The Goth Land Grab Children's Foundation provides funding, and Alexander Goth often visits Tartosa to see how things are going. Tina's motto is, children are our future and our past. Her own past seems a bit of a mystery, though. And I don't know how much you played Sims 3, but one of the store worlds, there's a Peregrine in there. And so she features, if you read my short story, it'll make sense. But Alexander met her, and that's how he ended up here, was thanks to her. So, and then in Copperdale, go over here. Let's go over to the Prescott family. So I gave May a makeover. And everybody's hungry. So here's their home. Oh, now it's spring. And see, that's kind of neat. There's no snow. So here's their home. Here is the world of Copperdale. I redid the library. And I put a really cool cafe in the bottom. So it's kind of neat. It's a very small building. But can you see? And upstairs, so this is also a city hall. And you can see there's the office, the mayor's office. There's where they have the meetings, which actually works for debate. And then the downstairs, the main floor is the library. And then downstairs is a really cool cafe that I had a lot of fun building. Let's see, where are we going to go over here? I'm not as well acclimated to this world. I haven't really played a whole lot. So here's her mom, and that's their dad, Jasper Prescott. He is deceased by overexertion. So they, Molly and her sister, they're both A students because May's the principal. I'm hoping she's the principal still. I might have to change that. And so he's named after the founder of this town, Copperdale. So there's changed it a little bit, added washer, dryer, added some things. There should be vacuums and kind of updated all that. So I like how their house turned out. And that's kind of this world. It's moved townies too, so I have them so I can move them to different worlds. And then I have home region settings, Strangerville and Del Sol Valley. They're allowed in those worlds. And then that's the next thing that I'm working on, is having it grouped in how I imagine things, the topography, like Copperdale and Brindleton Bay and Evergreen Harbor and Brightchester's kind of between. They're all kind of easily accessible. So Sims would maybe, I don't think they'd necessarily go to Copperdale from Brindleton Bay, but like Brindleton Bay will go to, it'll be easy to go to Evergreen Harbor, and Evergreen Harbor and Moonwood Mill are kind of close together, so that kind of thing. So that's what I have. I'm not sure how the new world's going to fit in, but I'm just trying to do things kind of according to how I have it in my head, since I've been playing Sims 4 for quite a while, and to kind of make it kind of incorporate things with the other Sims game. I also have a save file. It's all the original Sims from Sims 2, Sims 3, and the young ones. I changed them over to Sims 4. It's kind of what I've done here. So I just wanted to give you an update, show you what I've done. So yeah, so it's pretty much all the townies that Maxis has created. And then there's some like Leanie Voom from the original Sim Gurus way back when. And yes, there's some stories. So who is this person with Count Vladislaus Stroud? And then of course here's the Villarreal family. Wait, anyway, you can see there's lots of Sims. I tried to move them into worlds that made sense. So I thought I'd just end this video here in beautiful Spice District, one of my favorite neighborhoods. Oh, I have so many favorite neighborhoods, but it's definitely a work in progress. So it's really pretty. So I'll just leave you here with this video, and over San Myshuno. And until next time, I hope you have a Simtastic day. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Dag dag.